Do you have a crush on a woman who feels just a little out of reach? Maybe she's that pretty girl who lives in your building or a friend of your friend. Or maybe she works beside you every single day, smiling, talking and laughing, but leaving you wondering if she feels the same. You find yourself thinking, should I make a move or will she reject me? That moment of hesitation, that quiet fear of rejection, is what stops most men from ever finding out what could have been. But here's the truth. Rejection is never guaranteed. In fact, the odds are 50-50. And those odds are in your favour if you know how to read the signs. In today's video, I'm going to show you the psychological signs she's waiting for you to make a move. By the end, you'll know exactly when to act, and more importantly, how to recognise when she's silently giving you the green light. So, grab your coffee, sit back, and watch closely. Because once you understand these signs, you'll never misread a woman's signals again. 1. The look of longing eyes. They say the eyes never lie. And when it comes to attraction, they tell the truth before the lips ever do. When a woman desires you but hasn't said it out loud, her eyes will give her away. She might try to look away when you catch her staring, but you'll notice she always finds her way back to you. It's that soft, curious glance from across the room. That extra half-second of eye contact when she's pretending to listen to someone else. That subtle flicker between your eyes and your lips as if she's wondering what it would feel like if you kissed her. Those are not random glances. Those are silent invitations, subconscious signals of desire. If she looks at you and doesn't flinch away, if she's comfortable in your gaze, if she looks down and smiles after your eyes meet, congratulations. She's drawn to you emotionally, maybe even physically. And here's a powerful psychological truth. When a woman holds eye contact longer than 3 seconds, her brain releases a burst of oxytocin, the bonding chemical. That moment of shared gaze literally builds connection. So next time, don't look away too fast. Hold her gaze. Let your eyes speak for you. Then, when the moment feels right, glance down at her lips slowly. That single move, when done with confidence, can make her heartbeat race faster than words ever could. Up next, something even more powerful than her eyes. Let's talk about something that words can't explain. Something far more powerful than any conversation. 2. The touch of love. You're walking side by side, maybe talking about something ordinary, your day, your work, the weather. Then, suddenly, her arm brushes against yours. It's soft, quick, almost accidental, but your body reacts instantly like a wave of electricity that you can't control. That's because touch triggers dopamine, the brain's pleasure chemical. And when it comes from someone we're attracted to, that touch feels amplified, intimate, thrilling, magnetic. Now, pay close attention, because here's where most men get it wrong. If she touches you once, it might be coincidence. But if she keeps finding little reasons to make contact, brushing your sleeve, playfully hitting your shoulder, fixing a piece of lint on your shirt, those are her ways of breaking the physical barrier without saying a word. It's her body's way of whispering, I feel safe with you. I want to be closer. I'm waiting for you to notice. If her touches are frequent, gentle, and paired with warm eye contact or laughter, she's building what psychologists call kinesthetic rapport, a subconscious bridge between her emotions and your presence. That's your green light. Don't rush it. Just lean into that energy subtly, confidently, like a man who knows his worth. 3. She notices tiny details. You might think she's just being friendly, but women don't remember details by accident. When she remembers the exact way you take your coffee, or the story you told her weeks ago about your childhood pet, or even your favourite colour, she's not just listening, she's investing emotionally. Here's the psychology behind it. When a woman is attracted to someone, her reticular activating system, the part of the brain that filters what's important, starts to light up around that person. That's why she remembers your favourite scent, your laugh, your watch, your cologne. She's paying attention to the small things most people overlook. It's not just curiosity, it's attachment forming. If she starts mirroring your speech patterns, your interests, or even your posture, that's another major cue that she's aligning herself subconsciously with your energy. So, when she says, "I remember you like mocha frappuccino, right?" That's not small talk. That's her quietly saying, "I notice you. I care about what makes you happy." The deeper truth, people remember the things and the people that make them feel something. If she remembers your details, you've already made her feel something real. 4. She looks for you in group settings. Now, imagine this. You both arrive at a party or a work event. There are dozens of people, music, laughter, movement everywhere. But the moment she walks in, her eyes are searching for you. And when she finds you, her face lights up in a way that's different from everyone else. She'll subtly make her way toward you. Maybe she joins your group conversation, laughs at your jokes more than the others, or positions herself just close enough that your shoulders nearly touch. She's not just being social, she's gravitating toward the person who makes her feel most alive. And when she finds a way to separate you from the crowd, even for a few minutes, that's not coincidence. That's intention. Maybe she says, "Hey, want to grab a drink?" Or, "Let's get some air. It's so noisy here." These small invitations are her way of creating one-on-one moments where her guard can drop and connection can grow. It's one of the clearest signs she's waiting for you to take the lead. A woman who's truly interested won't hide behind social walls forever. She'll make sure you notice that she chose you, even if she never says it outright. So, when she looks for you in a crowd, walks towards you, or pulls you away from the noise, understand this. She's not just finding you, she's choosing you. Up next, we'll go even deeper. What if she starts sharing her number, her pictures, or her late-night thoughts with you? Those aren't random, they're emotional doorways. Let's be honest, few things feel as exciting as that moment when you finally exchange numbers with someone you're attracted to. But here's where most men miss the deeper meaning. 5. Exchanging numbers. When you ask for her number and she gives it to you, great. That's a good sign. But when she offers her number before you even ask, that's something else entirely. That's her saying, "I want to keep this connection alive." Think about it. A woman who isn't interested will politely avoid giving her number. She might say, "I'm not really sharing my contact right now." Or she'll suggest connecting on social media instead. But if she hands it over easily, smiles, or even says something like, "Here, let me give you my number," it's easier that way. She's subtly giving you permission to step closer into her life. And here's the part most people forget. Once the number exchange happens, the real test begins. Does she text you first sometimes? Does she reply quickly or even keep the conversation going? Does she use emojis, share little jokes, or drop hints like, "You're fun to talk to"? Those are not random words. That's her opening a door. In psychology, we call this reciprocal communication signaling. She's investing energy because she's emotionally curious. So if she texts you often, teases you a little, or keeps the chat alive at night, you've already crossed from just acquaintance into potential connection. From here, your confidence matters more than anything else. When you feel that spark, don't play too safe. Lead with calm, respectful assertiveness. That's what separates men who stay friends from men who become unforgettable. 6. Flirting with you. Here's something that many men misunderstand. women flirt differently than men. It's not always about bold words or obvious compliments. Sometimes it's the tone, the smile, the playful teasing, the way she responds to your humour that tells you everything. If she laughs at your jokes, even the dry ones, or if she makes little fun of you in a sweet way, she's testing how you handle her energy. A woman who flirts this way isn't mocking you. She's checking if you can stay grounded, confident, playful. She might reply with, "Wow, you really think that works on me?" Followed by a laughing emoji. That's not rejection. That's a flirt disguised as a challenge. Through flirting, women test your emotional strength. They want to see if you're the type of man who can handle light tension with charm instead of insecurity. And if she starts initiating the flirtation, sending playful texts, complimenting your looks, or saying things like, "You're kind of trouble, aren't you?" Congratulations. She's giving you an open signal. At this point, you can start mirroring her energy. Compliment her back, but make it natural, specific, and respectful. Say something like, "I don't know what's more dangerous, your smile or the way you look at me." Psychologically, that triggers dopamine and tension, the two key ingredients in attraction. It's not about being sleazy, it's about balancing charm and control. If she flirts back, she's not just enjoying the moment. She's imagining what being close to you would feel like. That's how emotional chemistry begins. 7. Asking open-ended questions. You might think she's just curious, but pay attention to how she asks. When a woman asks open-ended questions like, "What kind of things make you happiest?" "What was your dream job as a kid?" "What do you usually do on weekends?" She's not just trying to pass time. She's investigating your emotional depth. You see, attraction isn't just about looks. It's about how someone makes her feel. If she's asking questions that get you to talk about feelings, goals, or life philosophies, that's her subconscious trying to figure out if you're a man of substance. Psychologically, open-ended questions serve one purpose: to create emotional intimacy. They invite stories, not just answers, and stories build connection. So, if she's asking about your opinions, your dreams, your why, she's mentally moving you out of the stranger zone and into the potential partner zone. And here's a secret. When she listens attentively, keeps eye contact, or softly smiles while you talk, her mirror neurons are firing. That's her brain syncing emotionally with yours. She's not just hearing you, she's feeling you. If that's happening, don't rush. Slow down your tone. Let pauses linger. Look into her eyes when you answer. Make her feel that she's being heard, because that's how connection deepens beyond surface attraction. Now, when she starts to open up this way, there's usually another sign just around the corner. A sign that's even more revealing because it crosses from emotional to visual desire. She starts sending you photos. Her life, her moments, her smile, all meant for you. By now, you've probably noticed the energy between you two feels different. She's texting more, laughing more, remembering your details, asking about your life. But there's one sign that goes even deeper. A sign that moves from emotional curiosity into personal connection. 8. She sends you pictures of herself. At first, it's innocent. Maybe she sends a picture of her coffee, her outfit, or her pet. But pay close attention. If she starts sending selfies, especially when she's dressed up, going out, or just looking her best, that's no accident. It's her way of saying, "I want you to see me the way I want you to desire me." Psychologically, when a woman sends a man pictures of herself, she's seeking validation, but from one specific person. She wants your reaction, your attention, your emotional approval. Notice how she might say, "Do I look okay?" Or, "This was before I went out with my friends." That's her subtle way of fishing for your response to see if you notice what makes her beautiful. And here's the secret truth. If she sends pictures that aren't overly posed, just natural, playful, candid, that's even more powerful because those are the moments she doesn't share with everyone. She's letting you into her private world. It's an emotional trust signal, what psychologists call selective vulnerability. She's saying, I'm comfortable with you seeing me. And if you respond the right way, not with thirst, not with over-the-top compliments, but with calm, confident appreciation, like, you look amazing. You always have that glow about you. That balance of control and warmth makes her feel emotionally safe and drawn to you even more. Because attraction isn't about desperation, it's about energy. And when your energy is calm, masculine, and unbothered, she'll want to keep that connection alive. 9. Long phone calls and personal questions. We live in a fast world. People don't have hours to waste talking to someone they don't care about. So, if she's calling you late at night, staying on the phone for hours, or opening up about her personal life, understand this. That's intimacy forming. It starts simple. How was your day? What are you doing? Then gradually it becomes deeper. She tells you about her childhood, her fears, her dreams, her heartbreaks. And when a woman starts doing that, she's not just talking. She's building emotional safety with you. Every late night conversation, every shared secret, every laugh that lasts longer than it should, it all builds connection and trust. Here's the psychology behind it. The more time two people spend talking, especially late at night when emotions are higher and defenses are lower, the stronger their neural bond becomes. The brain starts associating that person with comfort, connection, and security. And if she's asking you personal questions too, like, what kind of woman do you usually like? Have you ever been in love? Or what's your biggest turnoff in a relationship? She's not just curious, she's testing the waters. She wants to know if you see her as the type of woman you'd be interested in. That's not random. That's deliberate emotional probing. If your late night talks feel natural, if time disappears, if both of you are smiling in silence, sometimes you're already halfway there. She's emotionally attached and she's waiting for you to take that final, confident step, the final move. Confidence, respect, and intention. Now listen carefully because this is where most men hesitate and lose everything. When you start noticing these signs, the eye contact, the touches, the long calls, the little details, don't let fear paralyze you. Fear is what keeps almost relationships from becoming real. If she's giving you these signs, it means she's already done her part. She's opened the door, she's made it safe for you to step through. Now it's your turn to lead. You don't need to say something perfect. You just need to be real, grounded, and confident. Look her in the eyes and say something like, I really enjoy being around you. You make things feel different, real. Then let silence work in your favor. That pause, that space, it's powerful. It gives her time to feel what's happening between you. If she's smiling, looking down shilly, or softly holding eye contact, that's it. That's your confirmation. You've read the signs, right? And whether it turns into love, passion, or something unexpected, at least you acted when it mattered. Because the truth is, confidence isn't about never being rejected. It's about not letting fear control you. And if she's been waiting for you to make a move, don't keep her waiting any longer. If this video helped you recognize the subtle psychology of attraction, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because here on Dark Psychology, we dive deep into the hidden emotional codes that shape human behavior, love, power, control, and connection. And remember, sometimes the strongest move you can make is simply to move with confidence.